And so we want to say, Shabu told again, and quickly we're trying to make this recording. We're having trouble with the smartphone. It doesn't act right. Basically said a lot of interference. But we want to say to you again, we told you that imposters tried to take the identity of my beloved husband, shabtai, shabtai. We call him imposters because he's not real. Okay, because it said it's heraldry talk. Because it it's heraldic language, and it means that it's a fake. Because it said, and so Imposter Charles tried to take the identity of a lawyer in Turkey, our beloved royal relative Nicola Greece, and other family members. He would even try to take the identity of me if he could. You know, it was a really weird, a devil man or a devil person. They said, you know, we told you that Hurricane Sandy, he left in Hurricane Sandy, but he made a lot of offspring down him and that breast implant. You know, back in law, they were like a couple and fake mo, and so it's said, and and all the other homosexuals that came up against me and my beloved husband street and all our beloved royal family, kinspeoples, people, the different animals of the kingdom. And so, as Imposter Charles as the devil, the devil. So we told you that the reactor told him as a fairy and a devil. So it said, fairies are wicked. So it said, and a fairy will kill you. So it said, so, you know, go in this little small space here. You can't fit in that. So, and they're not good. They're of the other realm. So we just mentioned that too. So Imposter Charles was bothering us. In the airport he came Doda Ima Bubby Queen Elizabeth the second, and our Abadot, King Carl Gustav of Sweden, because Imposter Charles said, come bothering them too, because it said, and our beloved Rothschild's dad, David Baron Melika, with the white hair, and other members, even the citizens felt strong. It said here in Switzerland, the real good people, but it said the real Swiss and the real good people. So it says we're going to let you that too. So me and my beloved husband's feet were little, and we stepped on his feet and kicked him. As I said, because he was trying to take the identity of us. But he was really criminal, and so I said, and he chasing us and everything. And so and he was a grown man, very old compared, you know, as far as like being around, because you know he chased us when he showed up here, Abu Herman said he thought it was some thing that had tried to kill us, that was chasing us the many lives that we had. Because I said, you know, and we told you that in different time periods, Imposter Charles would kill us. Basically said, so he's gone now. Basically said. And we told in the 1600s that he killed us, basically said Donald Trump and Beyonce, Breast Implant Identified son-in-law, and Imposter Charles, basically said after our wedding, our public wedding, and we were really rich, and we went to our private cabin of massive grounds, and Donald busted in and shot us, basically said, so legit too in 1600s. So we're at that time period, and that was all checked and everything. So we just went to and on the different time periods. But with the airport, we kicked him, stepped on him, stepped on his feet. Because I said, and Bubby, Doda Ima, Queen Elizabeth of England, and our beloved Abado King Constantine of King Carl Gustav of Sweden, and our beloved Rothschild's dad David Melik, the Baron, and the secret the white hair, and other beloved royal family members. Even the citizens felt strong, so they thought it was a devil. Because I said, he actually was really a devil. And everyone's calling him a devil. But I said he threatened to kill us all. Because I said, Imposter Charles, and so we just let him mention that too. And our beloved God, who's God alone, said that Imposter Charles was a devil. We tell you about the policeman that when he stole my flag before, when I was a little girl, and it was in his trunk. The man had a car accident and he hit the wheels. When he came out of the car, he said he had found the flag, but the Imposter Charles, and that's when they saw that we could heal. And so I said, and the man, he wouldn't go to the hospital, but he was telling us that he didn't go to the hospital because what happened was when he said he found the flag, but he had found the flag with Charles. He was some kind of relative to Pastor Charles, something to do with Pastor Charles, but had tried they had to me and my beloved community, our family, because people, and we were really little. And the man's blood was great over, so we touched him. I touched him, and my beloved community touched him, and we asked God to heal the man. It closed up, but he had to go to the hospital. But I said, and God said, God was mad because the man. He said the man was guilty. He had helped Pastor Charles. The man confessed, but this is after when the man said he wanted to get water. We said you have to go to the hospital. He just wanted to get a drink of water. So I said, and when he went across the street, he was hit by another vehicle. He died. And God spoke to us and said the man was guilty. He had helped Pastor Charles. He hadn't found anything. They had done it together. So when Pastor Charles he showed up when the man had the flag in the trunk. He showed up, and Pastor Charles saw that we had we had healed a man. We asked God to heal the man. We told you about the the summer when we had it in Russia, and we had those mind experiment things, mind reading and things like that, and even that. So it was, and so they saw that we could heal, and so we said, so Apostle Charles really came after us before, after that, and we knew him we saw him, didn't know him, but he came after us in different time periods. But now he's gone. He was fallen. And the reactor showed him as a fairy, and how God, he tried to escape when God was going to punish him, and he tried to fly away, and we were really small, God punished him. It was just like Tom Grady. He tried to run away too, and his behind was too big, and he had on a diaper. He was a pootie. He said, and his wings were too small. They're devils. He said, so we just let that too. And God spoke when the policeman died. He said the policeman was with Pastor Charles, and he had done something, and he should not. That's why he died. He was hit by the vehicle when he was trying to cross the street to get water. And so we said, so we know that we can't do those things unless God has us do them. And we said, and God wanted to show us that it's not to be done like that. And so God controls life and death. It's God who controls life and death, people. It's not anybody else. As I said, it's only God. God controls life and death and resurrection. It's only God who lives above the waters, kind of above Shemayim. So we look at that too. So he gives us abilities to do things, but we can't use them unless he lets us. And he was going to show us that too. Chrissy had died. Chrissy was killed by she went back to heaven. Prince William by Freedom for Eternity. She was run over on her tricycle. We were trying to get them back to Denmark, and we put them in a cutoff street that no vehicle should have been up there, and brought her a tricycle, and basically said no vehicles come up there, and there was a man delivering soft drinks, private residence area. There's not even soft drinks. He ran over on purpose. He had 60. He took, when he found out, he took $60 to run her over. The man lost the soft drink company, and the man went to jail, as I said, and other things happened to that man. We absorbed that soft drink company was our Coca-Cola company, because I said, but yet nobody wanted to drink it anymore. The man had the most unusual drink nobody had, I said, and we absorbed it. Nobody wanted to drink it after what happened to Chrissy. Because I said so, but when Chrissy died, and nobody could, God wouldn't let us, she had to go, and so I said. And so we know that it's because God tells us what to do, and God controls life and death. As we're telling you, it's not anybody else but God, heaven above, that can resurrect you, give you everlasting life, or cause your death. So we said, have you die? Because the man was guilty, and so that's why God showed us as little kids that, even though we have that ability, that is for the resurrection. And it's when God says, because He wanted to show us with that too. And Pastor Charles came up after us even more. So looked at too, and he tried to take that. We don't even. It's not his name, and that's why we call him imposters. It's not his name, Charles or anything else like that. We call him imposters Charles. And when Abaddon, King Carl Gustav, made up the character Carl. But I said it's actually a cousin. There's no real Carl Philip. But I said Pastor Charles tried to take that identity too. And during that kid abduction, he killed Abaddon, King Carl Gustav. He was a king. He died. It took a long time for him to die. He wanted to be with his wife. And he also, I seem to remember, he also, my cousin, she told me how Queen Sylvia, Queen Sylvia, died. And I remember, that Apostle Charles had killed her because they drugged me. The criminals of bad in USA. They're involved in helping Apostle Charles. His Uncle Sam. They went to try to kill all the royals and try to steal money. The Nazi Germany people. But Apostle Charles also, they called him a Führer. As I said, Begmo, his lover, male lover, who tried to take over Morocco, who's not any. Our Uncle Dad didn't have any. Our Abaddon didn't have any birth son. He had one birth daughter, and no, the children only one wife. Then the fake Mo came bothering him there, and Apostle Charles was bothering Abaddon King Carl Gustav, and they were bothering all of us with all those homosexuals, because they were trying to make a homosexual rule in the earth, and they were nasty, and Nazis and the devils. So so we just wanted to let you know that too. So everybody knows that they weren't real, and so they came to try to hurt everybody, try to take their things, and try to run over run the world and be wicked. So and try to ruin everybody. So everybody knows that he tried to take also when during the abduction, I seem to remember that he smothered Abaddon King Carl Gustav after he was shot. So his bowels were blown out. Some pig man that did that, and nobody could find out where the pig man came, but everybody knows Apostle Charles that did that, and God told our Abaddon King Carl Gustav that it was Apostle Charles that had killed him, and killed him with that man that went to shake his hand and blew his guts out. It's not correct, is it? And so it said, that's not any child of his. And everybody knew because he was made to leave before the kidnap abduction. They came back. Bacon was made to leave our beloved Abdul King Hassan the second, Hassan the second, and everybody thought that they were gone, but they kidnapped George Bush and went around and went to try to demand things. That's how he got back in the palace. As I said, and so I mean, it seemed to me that I seem to remember that he also murdered daughter Emma Queen Sylvia, and I just knew that she couldn't have she said whisper we're gonna get you out of here, but I said and we'll help you. She said she knew that God had told her too that Apostle Charles had killed her husband, our beloved Abdul King Carl Gustav, and there was a knight, a guard, and he was trying to help rescue us. He pretended to be like that he was in favor. He was trying to help us. And Apostle Charles killed too. So we just let that too during the clip abduction. So we want to let you know those things that happened. And so we just want to let you know that he's the devil. He was the devil. And everybody inside of Apostle Charles, the ones you see there, after the sexual God said in the thunder, that everybody that chose Apostle Charles and wars against us does the same thing. And God also said, God chose me and my beloved sister Kim's feet, and he made us all good and love. We were made by God. So we just said, and all our beloved royal family, kinspeoples, people, and animals, beautiful animals, we were made by God too. Now the smartphone is acting up, and when we try to play the recording back, it's choppy, and it's just the bad people don't want you to hear the truth. So we just let you know that too. So we just wanted to tell you these things, and so the flag was taken again, and from what I understand, the man was found with it. Another man was found with it in his trunk, and so everybody knows that they were trying to threaten us and trying to give death threats. So that's my chastity belt. As I said, and we told you that nobody's given their wife's chastity belt to some dirty thing that tried to kill us. So just let you know that they were trying to kill me and my beloved sister's feet, and our beloved royal family, because people were trying to take our things. So and Pastor Charles was trying to take the identity of people and trying to steal, and even trying to take what do you call it? A thing that looks like tries to pretend to be a man, but it's really just things that like a woman does with another man. I don't know what you call it. It's like the women thing. And they lie about everything, and they lie everybody, and they steal, and they lie, and they cheat, and they try to murder us. Good people. We're the good people. Me and my beloved sister and our family. Me and my beloved sister speak. Our beloved our family, kids will sleep, but we're the good people in the beautiful of the kingdom. I'm trying to speak to you quickly because the computer's acting up, and we know that people are trying to attach it. The bad people are trying to keep us from speaking to you. But now we talk to you as soon as we can. We try to write to you so you can look at these things, and we know that that our beloved royal rabbis are good, and our beloved royal people that are good, they're and help us keep records. These things are records, and they're being collected and stored. Okay, so now try to be careful so we can talk to you as soon as we can. It's Shavua told, and we'll speak to you and write to you as soon as we can.